By Darcy. I can't hear you.
So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Psychic Zone. I hope you're having a great day. I'm using a really old deck, Dragon Tarot, and it's really old because I've had to tape the box shut. And Penelope, what are you using? Ooh, someone's barbecuing.
Using Mystical Cat Tarot. It's one that I've always been really fond of. I'm just sending out some invites here. It took me a second to get on to see you guys come online.
Okay. And so as usual, we'll go in order. And so we have Shay. And she says, the person I just met, are they sent by someone who has passed on in a good or bad way? We have Mr. and Mrs. Khan. We have Faye. We have Carrie. We have Janine and Brandon. And they're having an ultrasound tomorrow. Just wondering if all will go well and they will find one little heartbeats. Lovely Cut Knife and Helena. And Helena just says, my world's going to change for the better. Well, everyone's world changes for the better. So, Penelope, you start with Shay.
What was Shay's question?
We are here, basically, the person I just met, are they sent by someone? Let's see if I can do what Ashley does. Hello, ladies. The person I just met, are they sent by someone who has passed on and in a good or bad way?
I believe, before I answer that question, I believe the truth of the matter is, hon, that people are sent to us by the universe, whether it is in a positive way or a negative way. That is a little bit difficult to talk about. First thing, get to know them. Get to know them first. Now for you, whoops, can you see that? There. That is the, got to get it above the thing.
Right there.
That is the 10 of Earth. Things that make you feel safe and secure are important, even in relationships. Set your boundaries. If the person respects you and it is a positive relationship, they won't push your boundaries. So there's your answer. Set your boundaries. Don't let them push you because you need to be safe and secure.
Okay. Mr. Khan and Mastora. So I shuffled the decks and I pulled the cards and they both came out the same time. So Mr. Khan, victory. Whoops. 6 of Wands. As you can see, wands represent fire, and this is victory. This is some sort of signing of paper that's you're going to have to do here shortly. So read it. Remember, read before you weep. And then, Mastor, you have the 9 of Wands, and this is work again, but it's also direction. It's moving up, going forward. And so I would say the 2 cards go together very nicely, as in there's a lot of new opportunities being presented to the both of you in the next, 6 weeks, 6 months. And June 9th comes to mind for something. Don't know what day that is, but there's definitely something there for you as well. Hello, Cousin Faye.
Faye, Sky Kitten. I hope you're doing well. Look at this kitten. This kitten talks about having fun, embracing your inner child and letting yourself flow with the emotions. Don't get stuck.
All right, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. You have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is sitting in a position where you're able to help other people make directional choices, but you're doing it from the heart. And the Queen of Cups normally talks about motherhood as well, so it could be that you're helping either someone going through a birth or you're holding a baby shower. It also talks about finding that dream, that direction that you're looking for. All right. And next is Janine and Brandon. So she mentioned the ultrasound and if it would go well.
Janine, it feels like the ultrasound will go well. And for you, hun, the cat. The cat is always, this cat is at the start of a journey. And you know what the message is? Be present. Be fully present. You know, there's a book called The Way of Tao, according to Pooh. It's about following the way of Taoism. And mostly it talks about enjoying the journey and being present. I think everything will go fine. And Brandon as well?
Yep.
This is appropriate. Brandon, I think that it's somewhere for you. This is the Six of Fire, and it talks about receiving gifts. So don't be surprised if you find yourself as part of a baby shower at some point. Be graceful. Someone might send you something that you're thinking, what the hell? But just say thank you.
Well, and remember Mother's Day is coming up too. Okay. Lovely. How are you? You have the Fool, and as we know at the beginning of the deck, the Fool is the person who's starting out in the major arcana, and they go through all 21 steps plus the other minor arcana to get to the journey they need to be. This is sort of like doing hopscotch, you know, throw that pebble and jump over it and see where you want to go, and if you have to come back and pick up the pebble to go in a new direction. But this is also for me celebration. The cards are blowing in your favor. Keep that in mind. Helena. Hello, Helena.
Helena, for you, the Star card. I love this deck, Helena. It's got some cool things. And the Star card talks about getting your wishes to come true. And always with a wish coming true, you have to work towards that. Think about what you want, set your intentions, and set the goals for your intentions.
Okay, so Ashley is watching for guppies, and we have Shar Margaret. And Margaret says, family members have a message for me, please and thank you. Then Sandra, then Orville, and he's got a long one, so I'll put his up. But so next is Shar. Good evening, Shar. You have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. And as you can see, he's looking into his books and mixing up a potion that's taking him to where he needs to be. I love the dragon deck. It's very cute, and all the cards have dragons. But it's almost like the light is shining you in the direction you need to be. The world over here says to me that you can go in any direction you want to, and the books are all about the knowledge that you hold. So maybe it's time to write a book. Write a book about your experiences. Share it with the world. Margaret, now just a minute. Margaret says hello, but then she has, I think she means, does my late family members have a message for me, please and thank you?
The card I picked for you, hun, is the Eight of Fire. And the Eight of Fire talks about moving. It talks about there's something that you want to do. You're restless, and you have been given signs along the way that it's time. It's time to take action, and it's time to make a decision and move forward. And I don't sense anything else unless Darcy does.
No, I think that's about right. Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Sandra, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And on this card, there's actually two wheels, one above and one below. And you ever watch the cat or a dog as they're chasing their tail, and all of a sudden they spin out of control and they fall over. Or when we're kids and we spread our arms out and we twirl and twirl. Well, the Wheel of Fortune says you're in control. It's up to you. And you may have to go through the whole year making little adjustments as you go into the direction you're headed, or into what you had hoped to have into your life. And I'm going to say trust your instincts, because the more you trust, the better it becomes. So listen to your intuition. Orville, he was offered 3 job opportunities. Am I at the one that I should be, or do I go wildland firefighting or go work in southern BC? I stepped down as a full-time driver to take this current job.
You know, I picked for you the Earth Kitten. The Earth Kitten talks about 2 things. It talks about moving forward. But if you are uncertain about moving forward in a position that might teach you something new, find out what it is that is making you uncertain. I believe that the job opportunity that will offer you the most security at this point in time for your plans would be best. But that is something that this card is saying, that's probably the direction. But if you're uncertain, what is it that you're truly looking for? Write your goals, make your objectives, and then make your decision, because I'm saying that you should take the job that offers the most knowledge, the ability to gain knowledge and move forward.
All right. Mr. Khan says thank you. And Sandra said super cute cards. Gloria says, Gloria's next, but Faye says thank you. Okay, Gloria, hello. You have the star. Now, this star is totally different than the one Penelope showed earlier. I liked hers because there was that image in the sky that really defined, was it a lion on yours? But this is all about the dream, the wish, what direction. You know, when the first star comes out, or a shooting star, you make a wish on it. And so this says, let your emotions flow and make your wish when you see the star, because there are unlimited possibilities. As you can see, the water was flowing in many different ways. So unlimited possibilities around you to make your dreams come true. Janine said, thank you for some insight. Helena, thank you. Alana. Hello, Alana.
Hi, Alana. Alana, for you, the 3 of Earth. Check out the 3 cats looking at the beetle, and this beautiful scarab beetle, and trying to figure out what to do with it and how to maybe make it into a meal. Working together. There comes a point in time where we must all learn to work with people, and you might be faced with a situation in the next week or so where you're going to have to take a deep breath, put aside your independence long enough to work as a team. No one's the leader and no one's the straggler.
Lovey says thank you. She needed that. Shara says thank you. And Tammy. Hello, Tammy. I like the background. You have justice. And justice is about balance. And you notice how there's fire on one side, a feather on the other, and the scales are even. And this has come above a situation and look at it with pure thought, pure vision. Break it down, look at it in many different ways, because as you view a decision to be made, you've made the choice based on balancing the scales. So, and it feels as though in balancing the scales, you may have to take a little from the negative to put it in the positive to actually get it to work, but it does feel like you're in a balance to scales. So things will work out. Charlene. Hello, Charlene. I'm not sure if we've had her before, but here she is. Hello. She's at a crossroads. She wonders what the cards will say.
The card I chose for you, hon, is the Fire King. And the Fire King talks about standing proud, claiming your inner power, making a decision to move forward. I often joke and say, flip a coin, go left or go right, but make your decision to move forward and gather everything that gives you power. When we talk about power, it's our inner strength, our confidence. You're at a place in your life where, honey, you can shine. So shine.
Yeah. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, you have the 9 of Swords. And then swords are communication, but they're also air. So it's sometimes feeling that you're pushed in different directions or pulled in different directions. But this says you're finding your balance. They are also suggesting you watch your gut health. So make sure your nutrition and everything is proper. And this is also about coming above situations and above the need to be there for everyone and to be there for yourself. So to find the balance for yourself, to make sure you're looking after yourself is very important right now. Sandra said, thank you. And Margaret, yes, there is a change coming, which will lead to changes for the better. Thank you, Penelope. And Rochelle. Hello, Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle. I hope you're doing well. Rochelle, for you, the card, the Lovers. Now, the Lovers talk about partnership and relationships, but they also talk about the relationship with yourself. Learn to love yourself. If you are struggling at the moment in a relationship, chances are part of that is theirs, but take a really good look in the mirror and remind yourself of 3 of the most important words anyone can ever say to themselves. I am enough, which reminds us that we love ourselves. We know who we are, and we're fine just the way we are.
Mm-hmm. Gloria says thank you. Alana says thank you. Tammy says thank you. And Charlene says thank you.
Nice.
So now I guess we'll wait a few minutes because most people may just be finishing up dinner and everything. But who normally comes on that we haven't seen lately? I keep feeling that there's someone who normally shows up and we haven't seen them lately.
I don't know.
But, well.
Mind you, bear in mind that there's a hockey game on here.
Oh, competing with hockey. I love that. Okay. Who's playing?
I know that Edmonton and LA are playing today here.
Oh, nice. Okay. Kathy said Amanda. So do you want to pull Amanda a card?
Sure. Amanda, for you, the Sky Tom. And the Sky Tom actually talks about learning to put our aggression. I'm not saying you're violent. I'm not saying you're mean-spirited, but we all have a bit of an aggressive side of us. And the Sky Tom, if you look, kind of has attitude. And every once in a while, it is necessary in order to move forward to do what they call shadow work and put our ego aside and put our negativity aside.
Right. Anyone else playing? Charlene, what's your mom's name? Okay, who's else playing?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll just wait for Charlene to give us her mom's name, but you can pull one for Julie.
Julie, for you, the card Death. And death does not mean death. Death talks about rebirth, reinventing yourself, moving forward and changing everything around you. Sometimes it means letting go of the things of our past. More often than not, we carry the past and we carry that negative energy with us. And to move forward and to embrace a brighter future, positive moving forward, let go of the past.
All right. So Charlene, for Maxine, we have the sun. And this is the yin and yang of life. It's the yin and yang inside of our body. It's moving the negative and the positive and working together with them. But what it is also is about enjoying life. And it's seeing things from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. And I would also say maybe a little travel. And the fire from home is calling. And I don't mean as in passing. I mean that she likes her home and she likes to be in it. And so I am going to say spend time with your mom. It's always important. Okay, Margaret said she'll let her know, Julie. Kathy asked for her brother, Ricky, and her sister, Jeannie.
Well, I'll do Ricky. How about you do
Okay.
Jeannie?
Yep.
For Ricky, this 10 of C, the 10 of C talks about pulling the family together around him. I'm not sure what this is about, but this is a time where he needs the strength of his family to make the decisions he needs to make. And he needs positive, no guilt, no anger, no agenda of what someone else wants, but the power of and the strength and the energy of his family, the people that love him around him, to help him make the decision best for him.
All right. And Jeannie, you have, and I shuffled the cards really good too, to pull the card, and only pulled one. You have the Strength card. Now that's the medicine sign. It's one of the few cards that has the medicine sign in it. I can't remember if the Rider-Waite deck does or not, but the Strength talks just about that, the internal strength and the external strength. And it talks about finding balance, but it also talks about medicine. So there may be a journey that you're doing through the medicine, and you need to find the strength to hold together, to bring people together, and to find the love that shines within to bring it to the outside. All right. You're welcome, Charlene and Margaret. And Shar for Aaliyah. Aaliyah for Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, for you, the 7 of Fire. Aaliyah, what the 7 of Fire talks about isn't being overwhelmed by the enemy, but being able to have all the tools you need to move forward despite the odds not being in your favor. Sometimes the best time to move forward is when the odds are not in our favor, whether this is running for an election, whether this is changing jobs, having faith in yourself, believing in yourself, tapping into that inner power. You can do anything. If you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Yeah. And she came on just after that.
Okay, hon. Basically, 7 of Fire. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Use your strength, use your power.
All right.
And check the message a little bit later for more details.
Okay, and Kalisha, I hope I said that right. You have the 6 of coins. Now, coins are seeds, they're earth, they're planting. I know that looks really desolate in the background, but it's actually good because look at all the mushrooms growing, and he's got a set of scales that are balanced. So this is finding balance around money, maybe budgeting. I want to say you're doing something where you're marketing something. So I don't know if that's a job or whether you're trying to sell something on the side or you're trying to market a point, but there's something about marketing here for you. And I hope you understand what that means. So I'm just going to say, be direct, be fair. That's the biggest thing here. Lorene, hello.
Hi, Lorene. Lorene, for you, the 7 of Earth. I'm using the Cat Tarot, Lorene. Lorene, 7 of Earth. Patience, grasshopper. You may be restless. You may want to pounce before there is anything to pounce on. Patience. All things in keeping with the universe. You will get to where you're going. Just patience.
All right. So next is Kat. Hello, Kat. Kat, you have the Hermit. And the Hermit's about education, but it's also about direction. And I have used these cards many times. They've been to rest for a while, but they also have, and I just saw that it looks like a church in the distance. So maybe it's finding your spirituality, finding the balance around it. This is normally September too. So there may be an event going on in September where I know kids normally go back to school and everything, but it could be that it's a little trying. And as long as you have your patience, there isn't anything you can do. Kathy said, thanks for the reading. Penelope, her brother, is dying of brain cancer. He needs peace. And Jeannie, she needs to balance her feelings and think of others instead of herself. Okay. Kalisha said, thank you. Okay, is there anyone else that people want us to do readings for?
Just Ben came on.
Well, no, Marie McDonald is
Okay,
next.
I'll do Marie McDonald. You do just Ben. Hi, Ben. Anyways, Fire Kitten, Marie. Now, ironically enough, I actually have a picture that is almost identical to this. Jester, my black and white tuxedo, who is a troublemaker and a trickster, tried to check this out. Remember, no matter how fascinated you are by the flame, flames burn. So take it nice and slow in your decision making. But that being said, also remember, light your world on fire, hun. I don't mean literally set a fire. We have enough of them here in Alberta. But light your world on fire. Be your own candle. Don't let anyone else be the candle for you.
Right. Hello, Just Ben. And happy Wednesday to you as well. You have the 10 of coins. Coins represent earth and planting ideas, seeds, but if you can tell, there's a black and white side to these. So that means balancing decisions, but it's also about growth. Sometimes we can grow things and other times we have to wait for a different season for it to grow. Like pumpkins tend to grow more, through the summer and everything, but they don't get big until really October. So there's a new idea, a new concept that you're looking to do, and they're saying basically the idea is there to go with it. And if you have to alter things a little, that's okay as well. Lorene said thank you. She's so tired. Have a good night. You too, Lorene.
Sleep well, hun.
Yep. Manuela. Could you pull a card for her? Thank you.
Manuela, the Empress. The Empress is about being a motherhood. It's about being about Mother Earth. No, this does not mean you are going to have children. This merely means, or more children, this just merely means to tap into your maternal side. And the maternal side also talks about planting and growth and being in connection with the earth. So maybe plant some flowers, bring some joy into your house. Before I forget, for all the mothers out there, the fathers who are mothers, everybody, happy Mother's Day this weekend.
Yeah. You're welcome, Just Ben, and you have a blessed evening as well. Char would like a card for her sister-in-law, Grace, and terribly sorry about her daughter. But Grace, you have the Lovers. Now, most people jump to the conclusion that this is like two people in love, but the Lovers can represent two people who care about each other, who have that infinite connection, like mothers and daughters do at times. And so wherever you go, she goes. She is never so far away from you that you cannot talk to her. You wear her heart around your neck. So I'm thinking maybe you have something of hers on. And this is just to let you know that I know you haven't found peace and closure yet, but she has. And the fact that she is there with you. All right. Is there anyone else who would like us to pull a card for? Okay. Well, we'll just wait a few minutes and see what happens. I mean, there's no competition to a hockey game, you know that. Like hockey and baseball. Baseball would be mine. But
neither.
Yeah, baseball's always been my sport.
No sports. Mountain climbing, backpacking.
Next to the hurdles in track and field, I used to love the hurdles. Never quite understood how I managed to go over them, but there was one time I went through them. So literally jumped and went right through the center of them.
I preferred the more solitary activities. Less people.
Just a little something. It's the only sport in school. I hated basketball. Sorry about those who are basketball fans. But I could never get the ball in the basket. I'd like to see getting the basket in the ball, but that's okay. All right. Well, we will say goodnight to everyone. And we'll talk to you again next week. And hopefully we're not competing with hockey. Maybe I'll look that up and see if we need to change the date for a little bit. So,
Well,
okay.
everyone, it's wonderful to see you all and to speak to you. And as always, you make the show. Masalama, go in light, and blessed be.
All right. Y'all have a good night. And may love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be, everyone.